green light. Watch that green light. Man, I worked so hard, get the team right. Had to put it on my back, make it green light. Now I'm moving stop, about to take flight. Green light, green light. Green light. Man, I worked so hard.
Toughest Balls is back on your airways.
Yes, we are.
On this July 7th, 2021. Nice and warm today up in CT. I know it's nice and toasty down south in Florida. Oh, no. Oh, we got the storm. We got the storm. I was like, yeah. My bad. Yeah, man.
Storming and Norman.
Storming. You know, it's summertime, so that's how it is in Florida. Yeah, man. But TAB is back, and we're gonna get into quite a bit today, man. For once, talking some track and field. Of course, some NBA, baseball, and we're gonna preview UFC 264. It's coming Saturday night. Yeah, man. So, you know, we're gonna get into some basketball in a bit, but CP3. Yes, we're gonna get into all that. But first, I wanted to get into this whole thing with the track and field, bro. You know, the Olympic U.S. Olympic team, and you got Sha'Carri Richardson. She left off the relay team. Everyone thought she was going to be able to make it because she got suspended for testing positive for cannabis, THC.
Right.
And but people are wondering why they didn't put her on the relay team since her suspension would have been up by then. So
fast as lightning too, man.
Man, that girl, that's why I was talking to my sister. I'm like, she's the shortest one on the track. And you know, beating the tall girls out there. Usually it's the other way around.
Right.
It's the other way around. The taller athletes usually have an advantage in those foot races, but you got her, and she had an outing a few weeks ago. She dominated, and now you have this whole thing with her testing positive for THC, and I'm like, people want to bring up the whole Michael Phelps thing and all that stuff.
Right.
But, man, like, what do you think about it? You think it's just a double standard, or rules are rules? You know, because I don't know which way to go on this. You know, because I mean, the rules. You know what I mean? And I mean, the circumstances are different. You know, they said she found out of her biological mother passing, while she was being interviewed. So
right.
I guess, that was, something that was tough on her, of course, but I think her grandmother raised her, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
But still, to find out something like that. And then, she, need a little escape. So, but I don't know how to feel about this, because the whole thing, with marijuana, and I'm like, man, like, just, these old rules, man. Like, so, she left off the relay team, and I had a question on here. Should the Olympics just remove cannabis from the banned substance list? Like, I mean, yeah. It's an old rule, and we don't want to go, but if we want to go behind the scenes with the corruption of the Olympic Committee, we don't want to go there, because we'll probably, that'll be a series of podcasts if we get into that.
Of course. But listen, yeah, they should take it off. And I'm gonna give you an example why. Me being a former athlete, marijuana never killed nobody.
Yeah.
A quick story short. I remember my high school days where I would smoke 2, 3, the most. Back then we called it joints. Now they call them blunts. I would smoke 2, 3 joints a game. And I remember my coach one day, Ed Phelan, coming up to me in the locker room, and my eyes were bloodshot.
Okay.
I didn't use no Visine. I didn't try to hide it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this is me. This is how I play. This is what I use to make me feel good and make me play better.
Yeah, get in the zone.
That night I had 19 points and 13 rebounds.
Okay.
And we won the game.
Okay.
We were undefeated.
Yeah.
But I remember the coach coming up to me and telling me, looking straight in my eyes and saying, like he knew.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's what his exact words were. And I told him in my exact words, don't worry about it, coach.
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah.
I got this. Don't worry about nothing.
Yeah.
Don't worry about my eyes. Don't worry about the knee bone connected to the head bone, whatever, however you want to call it. I got this. So I go out and score 19 points, 13 rebounds. We win the game. And a long story short, it should be banned, bro. Marijuana made me focus more.
Yeah.
When I played.
And a lot of people
and I'm
say
sure,
that, you know.
And I'm sure a lot of these athletes that smoke now and function, not only smoke, but function.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I heard Steve Smith the other day. Oh God, here we go with him again. Saying that Caruso couldn't leave the weed alone and stuff like that.
It wasn't even.
But see, these are people.
You look
these
at
are
the
people,
details. You gotta look at the details.
Yeah.
These
are people that probably never smoked weed in their life.
Yeah.
These are probably people that never smoked weed. And I don't know about Stephen A. I think he's done a few totes and damn self. Yeah. But these are athletes that use it not to be disruptive, not to go on to other drugs, like they say.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people in different professions that to this day smoke weed and still are functioning members of society.
Well, I'm one of them, so just to let you.
I mean, yeah. Well, we keep it real around here, Marcus. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. But they're doctors. I know nurses, doctors, athletes.
Yeah.
People in the law business.
Yeah. That
use it and still function every day.
Yes.
And not only when Colorado first made recreational drug legal, other states are following suit and other states are profiting from this big time organization.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be surprised if all the states keep following through. You know, and these are these the older people that don't want it banned and blah blah blah, and that want it banned. I'm sorry, and so forth and so on. Marijuana don't harm nobody.
Well, you know, they can't. You know, that argument of it's so bad, but you're selling alcohol and
which is worse.
Tobacco,
which is worse.
Which
is worse.
That does damage to the body. Is proven fact that both of those do damage to the body. But
marijuana is good for the glaucoma.
Yeah, it's good for glaucoma.
I can think of other things that are good for it too, but I ain't gonna say them. But,
it's good for sickle cell. I tell you that.
Here's another quick story. When I went to play in Puerto Rico, I had a teammate that I knew was a basketball player. Didn't just know he was my teammate. We both flew on the same flight. It was my first year going down, and I get off the plane. Owner of the team is there. The coach is there. And one of the other players are there that I met personally in New York. I'm not going to mention his name, but he told me, hey, you're going to be rooming with this guy. And I said, I knew he was a basketball player. I knew it. He was 6'6". He had the Puerto Rican Dr. J tattooed on his right arm. I'm like, whoa, okay. Big afro, looked like the doc, dark, kind of got a goatee, everything going. First thing he tells me when I get to the house was, "Do you smoke?"
Uh-huh.
I was like, "Yeah, yeah, brother." So he took out the bag that, which at this time and age was allowed on the plane.
Yeah.
Because they didn't check the bags thoroughly back then.
Yeah, back then.
He took out about a pound of marijuana out of his bag.
Wow.
We started talking. Went to practice. Toked. Went to practice like everything was fine and normal.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget it. This was our daily routine.
Yeah.
Get up, eat breakfast, smoke, go practice. Eat breakfast. Eat lunch or dinner. Had practice that night. Go practice. Smoke. Go practice. Go to the games.
Yeah.
Smoke before the game. Go to the game.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, a lot of sports teams are getting hipped with it. Like marijuana is nothing, bro. To me personally, I'm just saying it should be banned.
Yeah.
There's no reason why Carrie, getting back to her, shouldn't have been allowed or banned from the Olympic team because she smoked a little weed in her time of depression or whatever it was that she lost her grandmother, everything like that. So yeah, it shouldn't be. It should be banned from the substance thing. Listen. If they didn't want to smoke, they can wait till they're 18 years old. I did it at 14, 13. So, and mind you, I was still leading our team wherever I played in the Boulevard and everything, scoring and rebounding and all that.
Your
didn't hinder my play. And I don't think it never did. So, man, I think she should be on the Olympic team.
Yeah.
I think they should reinstate her, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Even Mike Phelps admitted that while he was on the Olympic team, while he was getting gold medals, he was getting high every day and swimming and getting gold medals.
Yeah, that's what people need to
So we're here, like you said, Marcus, where's the double standard here?
Yeah, big one.
Come on, Olympic committee, get it together, man. That was wrong of you guys. You guys should call that little girl up and apologize. Your sole objective is to win a gold medal for the country.
Exactly.
That's it.
We know what this country and what the Olympics will do.
No matter what the circumstances are, no matter what, you are there to win a gold medal for your country and represent your country.
Well, we see how they basically
that extra activity and everything like that, and personal life. That's on them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's on them.
And we see what they did to the gymnastic team with that doctor that was sexually abusing them, so they went to the certain extents to make sure they got medals, gold and silver in those Olympic games. So I'm with you. It's an old rule. It's an archaic rule. So Sha'Carri, she should, even though I mean, man. I mean, it's an old rule. It's got to go. But at the same time, the rules, though. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, I mean, but she probably thought that, hey, this is nothing. It's not going to hinder me. It's not going to do this,
Well, she
I believe
it as an escape. That's understandable. Like you know what I mean? So
let's put it in another perspective. Yeah. So let's put it in another perspective, Marcus. I do believe, I don't know how you feel about it. I do believe that in sports today, a baseball, football, a hockey, athletes are getting high.
Oh yeah.
But because they're athletes and they're good at their profession, they keep it hush hush.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we heard stories,
I know personally about somebody that was getting high. I'm not gonna mention his name.
Yeah.
Personally.
We heard the stories about baseball players. We've seen the stories about football players, Lawrence Taylor to be
smoking crack, kept underneath the bus
before the game, you know what I mean?
And kept underneath. I'm sure the Giants knew.
Yeah.
I'm sure the coaching staff knew. But it was Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, you got the Mets. Yeah, Darryl Strawberry.
Darryl Strawberry got good in.
Yeah.
Listen. This is America, bro.
Yeah.
People break rules in America. That's just the bottom line. It is. I always said, you can do anything you want in America until you get caught.
Yeah, exactly.
And especially if you're an athlete, then you got more privileges. You can go to rehab. It's not like me and you get caught with a pound of weed and we go straight to jail, throw the key away, don't go past go, do not collect 200
exactly.
bucks. These are athletes that get privileged. Okay, we're going to put them into rehab for 30 days, 60 days. We're going to suspend them for 20 games.
Yeah.
Then they come back out and do the same shit.
Yeah.
And then they get suspended again. And again. And again. And you know who? Josh Gordon.
Yep.
Need I say more?
Yep.
Need I say more?
He's a different, because he started at a young age, but still, it's a privilege over and over.
Right, but okay, but in that young age that he started, I'm sure he was getting high in high school.
Oh yeah, I think he said like middle school.
Okay, and still was all American in high school, all state in high school, all conference in college, and all the other stuff. So it didn't hinder him. This was exactly what I meant. It didn't hinder him from playing to his level.
Yeah.
To the level that he's used to playing.
Well, I think he had some others. I think he was sipping like syrup and
Yeah, whatever makes you feel good, baby.
Yeah,
hey, in the words of my famous owner, in the words of my, just win, baby, and that's what they were doing. That's it.
Yeah, man. So I mean, yeah, I think it should be banned from the list of banned substances. It should be taken off taken off the list of banned substances. So, maybe this will be they'll look at this and realize, hey, we're affecting our bottom line here, and that's eyes on the TV. And you know what I mean? So if you don't have those eyes on the TV when it comes to track and field or whatever sport it is, then I think, this country's, America, it suffers. She's going to suffer because people are not going to watch now because she's not in it, So,
right.
But
and I wonder if we should test the committee itself, see how many people we find.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying,
let's test them.
If we go into their background, we're gonna find out a lot more than what they taking.
Hey, as in living color, I'm not the one to gossip, but
you already know. So, but yeah, we support Sha'Carri, and we'll see her back. Wow. We'll see. She's young. She's 22, so she'll be back.
Yeah, she can still come back. Keep it safe. She'll come back, and probably then it'll be legal.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see.
We love you, Carrie Richardson. You just go do your thing.
Yes,
we know you're fast. We know you're on the Olympic, and we would love to have you on our show if you're watching.
Yes, definitely. As we move on from track and field into the NBA. Woo! Last night we had game 1 of the NBA Finals between the Suns and the Bucks. And man, you brought him up earlier. That man.
Wow. That man. Mama.
CP3.
There goes that man.
Goes that man, as Mark Jackson likes to say. Man, he has something. He's something different, man. He's something special. As the Suns defeat the Bucks in game 1, and the Suns had control of the game from the get-go.
From the beginning. Yeah, from the get-go.
They had control of this game, and I mean, the Bucks tried. They tried to fight back, a couple times. They tried to get back into it, but those rallies were shut down with Phoenix rallies.
Yeah.
They just kept getting shut down. They cut it to, I believe, at one point they cut it to 9 points. But then Phoenix went on a run and put it right back up there. So, I mean, I was happy with the outcome because I did pick the Suns to win this series. But talking about Mr. CP3, bro, He finished 5th in the MVP vote. Should he have finished higher? Look at what he did in the season. I know we were looking at others. We were looking at Donovan Mitchell. We were looking at Jokic. We were looking at Embiid. We're looking at other guys. But should we been looking at him and be like, hey, look at what CP3 is doing?
True indeed.
With a team that wasn't in the playoffs last year.
Well. First of all, let's look at the guys that finished ahead of him. There was the Giannis, there was Jokic, there was Embiid, and I think it was LeBron, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe it was Embiid, it was Jokic, it was
Giannis.
So
and,
four,
and LeBron.
Four, that was
four.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really argue with those four being at the top. So I mean, it may be in a different year, a different season. I think CP would have been higher, or maybe even won it. But the Suns in the bubble last year didn't have CP when they were getting on track.
Yeah,
they were getting on track because they were young. They were getting on track.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they would have the same record without CP, but they'd still be a good basketball team without him.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing: if you take Jokic away from Denver, they're an under 500 team. You take Embiid away from the Sixers, they're an under 500 team. You take Giannis away from Milwaukee, they're just a regular, ordinary team. You take CP3 away from Phoenix, Phoenix still got a good basketball team.
Yeah, but were they that before he got there? That's the thing.
But here's the thing: they were getting there. No. Here's the thing: they were getting there. They were getting there. They were getting there. They were getting there. It's just that CP, lifted him up to another
with that
level.
type of play. I don't know. He jump started to play. He even like Devin Booker even plays different since CP3 got.
Yes, there. CP makes him better.
He's a more team guy. He's a more team player.
Yeah, he makes him better.
Yes.
But here's the thing. I think to answer the question, I think he should have been voted, I think third maybe, ahead of LeBron, because LeBron had a lot of injuries. I think Giannis had a couple few injuries during the season, I think too.
Yeah.
But Embiid and Jokic deserve to be 1, 2. I think CP3 should have been third.
Yeah, so he should, So he
should have been higher.
He could have definitely been higher because we look at the totality of the season and what he's doing in the playoffs now.
He's on the guy's on a mission. The guy's just in a mission. This is his first year in the NBA finals, and he's looking at it as, this is my time to shine. This is my opportunity to get my ring, which I've always wanted. Yeah. And the way things are going, I think they're going to get it. I think I'm not counting Milwaukee out yet, but I think they're going to get it.
I mean, I hope they get it, but like you say, you can't count Milwaukee out yet.
No,
it's just that Milwaukee's so up and down because they'll be on fire for one game, and everything's clicking with Drew Holiday and Middleton, and everything's clicking. Even with Giannis hitting some free throws and everything, but it's those games where it might be just one guy hitting and everyone else is not on point.
Right. And the Bucks, I mean, it was a 118-105 final score. But let's keep in context that the Bucks didn't really shoot the ball that well last night.
No,
in game one.
No.
You look at Drew Holiday.
Yeah, that's why I was going at.
Well, he was 4 of 14. Okay. Brook Lopez, he hit half his shot, 7 of 14. Middleton was 12 of 26. Giannis was 6 of 11. PJ Tucker was 3 of 6. They didn't shoot the ball like they usually would shoot the ball. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And then you didn't really have that much coming off the bench either. So, I mean, I think Milwaukee will get back on track in game 2.
Yeah.
I think they will shoot the ball a lot better. And it'll be a closer game. I don't know if they'll win the game, but I'm not counting Milwaukee out. They still got they didn't get to the finals for nothing. They're a good coached basketball team. So let's see if a couple guys can step it up and make this a series. I don't want the Suns to win in 4 or win in 5.
Oh no, we want it. Oh no,
we want it longer.
Buck.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Buck, I might not have wanted the Bucks in the final, but you better make this a series now.
Because we all know what
we don't want to.
We all know who would have been in the series if they were healthy, right?
Yeah. Oh, we.
Yeah.
One like who makes it there one shot if Kevin Durant's toe wasn't on the line, the Bucks would not have went to go on and face Atlanta. It would have been Brooklyn versus Atlanta. And Brooklyn would have definitely handled Atlanta. Atlanta would have made it fun, but Brooklyn would have handled, and this would have been possibly Suns versus Brooklyn finals, which that would have been, that would have been exciting too. But looking at how Giannis hyperextended that knee and he came back last night, like, dude is like he's I gotta give him some credit, for getting out there. Like, you looked at that looked like ACL or
hyperextended knee, which he got. It could have been worse.
That's what I'm saying. It looked like it could have been. He could have been gone.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
So him being back is a testament to him how strong he is. But if talking about Giannis and the Bucks, if the Bucks don't win this finals, if the Bucks lose the finals, will they ever, with the team that they have right now, if they lose the finals this year, will they ever win a championship?
Yes. And the reason why is
with with the coach they have.
Well, they're going to add.
And think about, you got to think about, okay, every other team's going to come back healthy. You got Golden State going to come back with Clay. You know what I mean? You got the Lakers going to come back healthy.
The Lakers need a whole revamp. They only got 2 guys right now. That's it.
They gonna come. Those 2 guys gonna come back healthy.
Right.
Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Healthy. So and then changes to changes to the Celtics, and maybe the Knicks, make a move and
add another player.
Bring some. Yeah. So.
Yeah,
man, I don't know with all that against Milwaukee. I don't know.
Well, with this team, and it's like any other contender, you add one more player to this team, and they can win a championship.
Another superstar.
Not even a superstar. Somebody that can come off the bench and help them, or a starter in the starting 5, move one of those guys to the bench. I think Milwaukee's one player. I mean, if they win the championship this year, then
like a lemon pepper Lou, like Lou Williams, like
like we're gonna eat our words if they come back and win the. I'm not counting them out, but I don't expect them to win the finals. I think this is CP3 year. But if they had another player next year, just like the Suns, they had a CP3, they win the championship. So Milwaukee could do the same thing. It's going to be interesting because we just have to wait to see what the offseason brings to the NBA, because there's going to be a lot of trade rumors. There's a trade rumor going on now. You want to hear one of them?
What's that?
Straight up trade. Damian Lillard to Philadelphia for Ben Simmons.
Straight up, just 1 for 1.
Straight up, no money, 1 for 1. Straight up. That's the rumor.
No other picks.
That's the rumor that's going around. No other picks.
Philly. That's cool for Philly. I don't know.
So let's say Philly. So let's say Philly does
get Portland.
Okay, so let's say Philly does get Leonard next year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay.
So we gotta wait. We gotta wait.
Do something.
Yeah. So, but I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna come back and revisit this question right here when we finish. When we see what the offseason brings.
I mean,
I'm gonna keep this question in the pocket. Okay, I'm gonna keep it in the pocket.
Does Lillard,
because I want to see what Milwaukee does during the offseason.
Yeah.
And then we can discuss that.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you bringing up Lillard, but does Lillard look at Milwaukee and be like, oh, I can win with Giannis?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I mean, if they make a move, like, I think it has to be another, it can't be another it has to be another superstar for him to
And there's always that one player in the draft too that can elevate them too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's always that one guy that overlooked guy that comes in and gets all of a sudden averages 17 off the bench or gets thrown in the starting lineup and averages 20 a game. So we'll see.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're gonna have to get better with every, all the other teams gunning, especially Golden State. Klay Thompson's gonna be on a mission after missing 2 seasons. You know what I mean? So you got them, and you got like I said, you got Brooklyn, and you got our team. So
Atlanta, the Celtics, they're all gonna get good. They're all gonna get good. Even the Heat.
Yeah. So
everybody, they got great coaching. Everybody's gonna get better. So let's just find out what the offseason is, and then we'll revisit this question again and see what happens.
But as the team constructed, like with everybody else getting healthy, every other team getting healthy and getting better, I don't think they can win a championship. If they don't do it this year, I don't think they can win it. You know what I mean? That's just
don't forget the Bucks are missing a player too that helped them off the bench too. What's the white guy there from Virginia? Wasn't he or I forgot where he came from? He's not playing in the finals. God, I forgot his name, but that was a big loss for them. So we'll see what happens. We'll revisit the question again and see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, and we'll see what happens with these finals and see if CP3 can get her done and get that ring he's been, trying to get for 16 years. Man, that's some years, man. So let's see what happens with this finals.
Yeah.
As we move from basketball, from the NBA to some baseball talk. When there's some crazy news that's kind of a downer, bro, we like to get that out the way because we don't like to end the segment with that type of news. But I saw this and I'm like, why is this not bigger story? You got that whole situation with Trevor Bauer from the Dodgers, and he's got some
legal issues,
allegations against him. Which, I should have sent you the story because if you read the details, it's kind of graphic. You know what I mean? It's No,
I've been up on the story. I've been up on the story.
So you've seen, okay, so it's Trevor Bauer and the young lady, and I guess the young lady came into contact twice, and let's say during
she liked it rough, didn't she?
I don't want to make a joke of it because it was told that their first encounter, he choked her out with her own hair.
Which I apparently that's what she wanted.
And then I guess the second encounter, I guess, same thing, choke again. And I guess it was some strikes to the face, had some bruised eyes. And it's just messy, man. It's just messy. So I'm like, man, why aren't these allegations against him a front page story or front page news? I mean, we talked about double standard in the Olympics, when it comes to how white and black athletes are treated. Oh man, one of our pitchers went through this because he publicly
Herman.
Yes, he publicly did something to his fiance, wife, or whoever she is. Everybody saw it, but it was big news, when it came to baseball. And it just seems like this story is not really, Nobody on ESPN's really talking about it. I don't see any other stories, unless you go Google the story and then you can find out the news. But man, what's up with this not being bigger than? I mean, when you hear something like that, that's like, wow, like, oh, yo, that's some serious stuff. That's some serious claims.
I think that it's not in the news as it wants to be until they investigate, because that's what they're doing now. They're investigating the story.
Mm-hmm.
So I think once they find out and investigate the story and everything like that, which we've heard bits and pieces of it, then I think we'll hear more about the story. But what I've been told is that the Dodgers they're going to release him. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, this is what I've been hearing.
Serious. I mean, you talk about
and the team, the Dodger team, is bracing for more allegations to leak out soon. So I think they're just waiting. They also said that they're going to give refunds back in exchange jerseys if they have this jersey.
Somebody bought his jersey, and
right?
They don't feel comfortable with wearing. Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So okay, they are taking this serious, but
yeah, no, they're taking it serious. But it's more of a California thing because it's in the press over there.
Yes.
Then it's all around. But I mean, in the sports world, like ESPN and all those guys, they know about it. They're just not really saying much because they're waiting for the details of the allegation to come out. So once we find that out, then we can crucify him if that's
if need be, because man, bro, I'm like reading this stuff and I'm like, woo.
Now this is what I don't get, Marcus, though. These guys make millions of dollars, correct?
Yeah.
I do believe that sex is legal in Vegas, right?
Oh yeah,
and in some other cities, in some other cities, maybe prostitution is legal.
Yeah.
So I'm a single guy.
Uh-huh.
I go to Vegas. I'm going to get me an escort.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to get me a couple ladies because prostitution is legal.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make sure I have a recorder in my hand.
Yeah.
So I can record the whole ordeal, so you can't come back and say, well, you tried to rape me, the sexual wasn't consent, blah, 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 so forth and so on.
I mean,
these guys
from her side, the details, I mean, like she woke up.
She liked it rough.
But she sounded like she were, from certain stuff, she wasn't unconscious and she woke up to him like doing his business on her. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like,
but apparently this is what she wanted.
I don't know, man. When you talking about punched in the face, I don't know what. I mean, I heard one.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do that. I
don't know about the punch. The black and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I
don't know. Unconscious.
I think.
Bro, I don't know if a woman wants to be unconscious. I mean, maybe they.
I think that's beyond the allegation, but we're gonna find out once the real allegations come out.
I mean, because you read.
But Trevor, man, if you did that, man, with all the money that you're making and all the money that you got, there's no need for that. Major League should suspend you. The doctor should release you. Go get help, whatever you have to do, because that in human talk, there's no need for that, bro. There's no need for that. Not at all.
I understand these rich guys need some excitement in their life, but
not like that. Not like that.
That's kind of, if everything's true, that's going too far, my man. That's going too far.
Right.
So we don't get
you can't
down
do
like that. We don't.
You make too much money, Trevor. You make too much money to be doing stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
Even if she allowed it, I still wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. Like, you go, come on. You a public figure. Like, come on, man. Like, use our brains.
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, wondering why that's not a front page story. On to wondering if this team is for real and should we be talking about them more. Talking about the Milwaukee Brewers, they are on top of their division. So posing the question here, are the Milwaukee Brewers for real? You know, we're looking at, you know, of course we have Yankee bias because we're Yankees fans, but you got the Red Sox and you got the Astros and you got the White Sox and you got the San Francisco Giants, you know, you got the Dodgers. So you got Padres, you got a lot of good teams, but are the Milwaukee Brewers one of those teams? Are they for real this season?
Yes.
You say yes.
I say yes. Mm-hmm. And the reason I say yes is because they're a well-rounded ball club. Mm-hmm. Their center fielder it has my last name. Go ahead, brother. Garcia. Yeah. I mean, he's tied for fourth with 15 home runs. Mm-hmm. He has 51 RBIs. He's only batting 248. But this is a team that relies on pitching and defense. Mm-hmm. I saw a play the other day, and they have Bradley, their center fielder from the Red Sox. Yep. Remember him? Mm-hmm. I saw a play with him where he faked out a home run, looked in the stands to fake the first base runner. He rounded second, thought it was a home run. He caught the ball at the warning track and threw him out all the way from center field. And that play only happens every once in a while. Yeah. They got defense. They got pitching. They're just a good team. They're just a good all-around team. I think they're contenders. I think that team is for real. Yeah. You cannot. They're leading the Central by 6.5 games. They've won 51 ball games. Mm-hmm. They're a good team at home. They're 26-18 at home. Yeah. And 25-17 on the road. Oh, look at that. They just had an 11-game winning streak, right? That got them. Mm-hmm. They were like 40-35 or 40-34, and all of a sudden they go on 11. So they went on a run. Yeah. Let's not forget, they got a reigning MVP over there. Mm-hmm. Christian Yelich. Okay. Yeah. Let's not forget about him. And he's having a pretty good year, not up to the standards that, I mean, he's been hurt a little bit. He's not, if he gets hot, that team's going to get hot, bro. Yeah. If Yelich gets going the way we know he can hit and go, he's going to carry that team for a little bit. Milwaukee is for real. It's for real. Oh, yeah, they're for real. And we're going to find that out come playoffs. I do believe they can win the Central Division this year. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see. Like you said, they went on that 11-game win streak. So we'll see what if they stay for real. Yes. You know, because a lot of teams can go on a run and then they can fall flat. You know. Yeah, we know that. Yeah. Speaking of falling flat. Yeah. You know, talking about our Yankees. Wow, they finally scored 12 runs in a game. Oh, 18 hits last night. Yeah. 18 hits last night, 12 runs. They do us. They want to win right before we have the podcast. And then after the podcast, then we glorify them and then they go right back to being Dutch. Yeah. So, I mean, looking at how it's going, now they fall in the spot in the East. In the AL East, they're fourth. You know, from third to fourth. We were hoping they climb, but they're going in the wrong direction. Right. If the season goes the way as it's going now, yeah, doesn't seem like it's going up.
Who should lose their job? Cashman or Boone?
Well, here's the thing. First rumor I heard was that the office and the management office gives Boone the lineup every day on who to put out there and who not to put out there. Oh yeah, this is going around. Yes. So basically, Boone is just a puppet. He is told what to do, who to send out on each day, and does the lineup like that.
You think that's the pressure that was getting to Girardi?
This is what's going on. This is what I heard what's going on, that he gets the lineup card from the front office every day. And he puts the team that the front office tells him to put out there every day. So it's not his lineup. This is coming from the front office.
Cashman. It's coming from,
based on the, looking for the word here, based on the analytics or whatever they,
analytics.
Yes, of the game now. Yes, and then taking a page out of Hal Steinbrenner's work, Boone and Cashman just put the lineup out there. It's on the players. I don't believe. I mean, we've been saying that, yeah, if they don't finish, because we know we're used to the Yankees winning championships and everything like that, but this is on the players, Marcus. Chosen. This is on Stanton, who last night hit a 3-run home run.
Yeah.
This is on Luke Voigt, who's only hitting 211. He finally got, I think, 5 hits last night. Luke had 5 hits last night. This is on DJ LeMahieu, who last year was the American League batting champion, and finally got 3 hits last night. So if they can, and Gary Sanchez didn't even hit at all last night, because if he would have hit, it would have been a whole different. It would have scored more runs.
Yeah.
This is strictly on the players. This team can still turn it around. There's a long way to go in baseball. That's the fun thing about baseball. You can put, and like I said on Facebook the other day, for the Yankees to get back in this race and win the American League division, they have to put like 3 streaks together of, like Milwaukee, win 10 in a row, lose 1, win 10 in a row, lose 1, win 10 in a row, lose 1. So they got to go like third out of the next 33 game, 34 game, win 30 out of them. We're going to see, we're going to see in the second half. Well, it's not like it's never been done before, because I witnessed the 78 Yankees, who were 14 games behind the Boston Red Sox in late July, August, and came all the way back on the Bucky Thang home run to win the division. And I saw that personally. So it's not impossible. It's not like it's impossible, because it's not. You get a good stretch of games where you win ball games, and you're right back in the race.
Well, I'm
as far as being fired, who are we going to replace him with? That's the thing.
So you like neither of them should be fired?
Boone, if I had to pick one.
If you got to pick one, you say Boone.
But if what I heard is true, that they're getting the lineup card from the front office, and the front office is handing it to Boone, then Cashman should be gone.
Yeah.
I don't know what that love relationship with Cashman and Steinbrenner's are, because if this was George, rest in peace.
Yeah,
there'd be a great shakeup on this team.
Yeah.
So that's on the players. Glaber's not having a good year. They're bringing up a couple guys from them. Let's take the example that the Red Sox did, Marcus. You know why the Red Sox are 51-31 right now, or 52-31, whatever they are? Is because for the last year and a half or 2 years and a half, they've relied on their minor league system.
Yeah.
They bring up Devers. He's only 23 years old. Devers is killing it right now. They bring all these guys that can play natural positions and get trades when the trade for Mookie and all that. They got these young pitchers that are coming up and pitching lights out.
Yeah.
And they play for their manager.
Yeah.
The Yankees team.
I don't know if the Yankees do. I don't know if the team does that. Do they play for Boone?
The Yankee team has no heart. It looks like they're just going through the motions, and they just get their paycheck, and that's it. When we all know that our Yankee teams are built strictly to win championships, just like this team is. So let's see what happens in the second half.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens at the trade deadline. Do we make a move or don't we make a move? Do we trade some of our prospects? I don't believe in trading none of our prospects. Severino, they said, is coming back. He's feeling a lot better now. Said he's coming back. We'll see how that goes.
Last 2 years.
Yeah, we'll see we'll see what happens with that. But let's just give it let's just wait, give it time, and let's take it from there. But they still got a chance to turn the season around. If they don't win the division, they can still get in as a wild card. And play in the wild card game where anything can happen. Anything can happen in the wild card game.
Like we'll see, man. But I don't have too much.
You don't have too much
faith.
Well, if you look at the division now, they're 9 games up. So, like I said, a couple winning streaks here and there, we can cut that deficit down, right? And in the wild card race, they're 4 games back in the wild card. Not too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad. But can they do it? That's the thing.
Well, we're about to find out. It's a long season, but we're about to find out.
Will they do it? Not can they do it? Will they do it?
Well, I'm still going to keep my hope in them. We're Yankee fans. We're going to keep our faith and see. I'm going to die with the ship. We're going to die. Yeah. We're going to die with.
See, I'm knocking on wood.
Okay, we're going to die with the ship. We'll see what happens. If a couple players get hot at the right time. 4.5 games from the wild card. And the teams that we got to catch are Toronto, Cleveland.
I'm just thinking about New York fans in general. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking about people in New York in general, bro. Like, okay, you got some excitement with the Knicks. And then if you're a Yankees and a Knicks fan, you got excitement with the Knicks, but then the Yankees are like, hey, like, what are you guys excited about? You know what I mean? Like, you like the Mets have that energy, like, man, even though they're not, as on fire as they were early in the season,
right?
It still feels like it's the Mets town this season. I'm not talking about historically. I'm just saying this season it feels like it's just the Mets. New York is the Mets town. You know what I mean? The Mets city. And the Yankees aren't doing anything to change the narrative.
Right.
And I get you know what? Think about what I say. You're right. It's on these freaking players, man. It's on these players to, I mean, Aaron Boone can only do so much. If Cashman in the front office is doing that, then shame on them for putting their 2 cents on. Let a manager manage. Like, come on, man. Like that if those rumors are true, like that, shame on you, man. Shame on the Yankees front office. No wonder that job, you would think people would be jumping to try to become a Yankees manager. You would think everybody want that job, but not really, because they know the stress that comes with it.
Yes. Can you handle the pressure? There's not even players that can play in New York. I've seen players come in New York and go, and then they do better in other towns and other ballparks because they can't handle the pressure.
We see Randy Johnson, he put on the stripes. And it wasn't the same.
Wasn't the same.
It just didn't look right. It just didn't feel right. It wasn't.
There's some guys that can take the pressure, and there's some guys that can't. And the only guy that I knew, and is one of my favorite Yankees it is my favorite Yankee of all time, that came with the noise, came with the arcades, came with the awards, was Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson came to New York with everything with him, his MVPs, his World Series rings, and delivered in New York. They went in his 5 years, they went to 3 World Series, 3 American League championships.
His nickname was Mr. Baseball, didn't it? That was his
Mr. October. Mr.
October.
And the only guy that took that pressure and ran with it. Other guys came, they couldn't handle the pressure. And us as fans, we give it to you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When you deliver,
we're gonna give it to you.
When you deliver, of course.
Like the late DMX
as a New York Yankee, these players talk to Jeter, talk to how it was to win during those years. Talk to guys like that. Talk to Bernie Williams. Talk to guys that had to go through that struggle of Yankees losing and then becoming winners. You know what I mean? Like, come on, guys. Like
Unbelievable.
Come on. Like, I think you're right. It's on the players. Let's get this going, man. I'm keeping hope, keeping hope alive. Knock on wood. Yeah, man. So as we before we get up out of here, as we move on from baseball, we got some MMA this Saturday.
Ooh,
UFC
looking forward to it.
UFC 264.
Looking forward to it.
We got some good fights on the card, man. I mean, you got the Irish kid, Sean O'Malley. He's fighting. You got Irene Aldana versus Yana Kunitskaya. She's good. I like her. And you got who else is fighting? Oh, Greg Hardy's fighting.
Greg Hardy.
Greg Hardy, the former.
Go ahead, Greg. That's your team. That's your boy, ain't it?
Well, he was on. That was the last team he was with. I mean, I wasn't too excited about that because of things he's done. But yeah, so he's fighting Gilbert Burns versus Stephen Thompson. And of course, the main event, you got Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor 3. It look like a good card, bro. I mean, I know who I'm going for in the main event. I mean, I don't even shouldn't even have to say his name, because I always go against the other guy. I always go against that Irish guy, Mr. McGregor.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Dustin Poirier again.
Me too.
I'm going with Dustin Poirier in this fight. Yeah, I think Conor McGregor is not that same McGregor from a few years ago before he got the $100 million.
Right.
He's not the same guy. He's got his money. He's done some crazy antics. Breaking windows on buses and punching old guys and all types of antics with Conor McGregor. But it seems like he's calmed down. It seems more happy. He's not as loud as he usually is. Before a fight, we hear Conor, he's everywhere. What is he saying now? Well, he's not saying much now.
No, not saying much. But yeah, I'm rooting for, like you said, man, I'm rooting for Poirier. I hope Dustin kicks his ass again.
Yes.
We are going to be rooting for him. But I want to shout out our own Cape Coral.
Yeah.
Fighter, Nico, the Hybrid Price.
Okay.
Will be fighting on that card too against Michael Poirier in the welterweight division. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay. Nico, if you're listening to our broadcast, we'd like to have you on our show too.
Yeah.
We'll talk soon. We're rooting for you. We hope you win. That's one of the fights that I'm intrigued that night, because there's a whole bunch of fights that night. Yeah. Jesus.
So is he on the prelims? Is he on the prelim card?
Yeah, I think he is on the prelim fight. He's a welterweight. Yeah, on ESPN Plus. Yeah.
Okay.
It's he's on the prelim. It's a welterweight fight. And Sean O'Malley's fighting too, huh?
Yeah, that's what I said. The Irish kid. I like
the Irish kid.
It is colorful hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the colorful hair. That should be interesting.
Yeah, he's definitely entertaining.
That's going to be good. So we have a lot of good fights. I like the Gilbert Burns Stephen Thomas fight. That's going to be a good fight, I think.
Yeah, well, that's the co-main event. That's the co-main event.
Yeah, that's the co-main event. That's the welterweight fight, and I'm looking forward to that too. So a lot of great fights, man. Is going to happen that day. I'll be watching the main ones, and like I said, Nico Price, if you're listening to Hybrid, we're rooting for you. I got a picture with him a couple of years ago. He's a great guy, man. Great human being. Keep up your work, man, and make Cape Coral proud.
All right, that's what's up, man. So we got something to root for the prelims.
Yeah.
To check out, and so I should be That's that. Yeah, I should be driving down from Orlando.
Yes.
To
Florida.
To Bonita Springs. Gonna be staying Bonita Springs, but Randy's not too far from there, so we're gotta figure something out for the fight. Gotta figure out how to link up for the fight, man.
Oh, that'll be great. Saturday night, my house.
Yeah. We'll get our figure out. We leave tomorrow. Yeah. Fly into Fort Lauderdale, drive up to Orlando, stay there for a couple of days, then Saturday head down to Southwest
Enjoy the
Florida.
sun. Join the sun.
Yes, sir. As we get up out of
here. Then I'll be up there joining the cold weather again.
No, you be joining the warm weather.
well, my wife says 55 is still cold at night for her. 60 is still cold at night.
No, it ain't even that right now. We got some.
Right.
It's summer at night.
It's summer at night. Okay.
Summer at night.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yes, sir. As we get up out of here, man. Yes, sir. Go ahead and plug away, my brother.
Yes, everybody who's paying $70, $80, $100 for cable, over $100, call me, 239-237-8164. We got your whole NFL package, the NBA League Pass, all the sports packages, everything, man, for a small price. You'll enjoy it. It'll be one of the great investments you ever made. Hit me up, Diamond Stream, STR TV, everything, bro. We're the best. You can't beat our cable, and it'll be a great investment, man. And your pay-per-view events are free.
Yes, pay-per-view events, HBO, all that, movies, new movies, all that, man. Get yours. And make sure that you subscribe to the show. If you listen on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment. We need your interaction for the show. And be sure to follow us on social media. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It's Tough as Balls, TOUGHASBALLS. Yeah. If you're watching on YouTube, you see it on the screen, just how it's spelled. And if you want to get at the show, make sure you email the show at toughestballs@gmail.com. That's toughestballs@gmail.com. But be sure to subscribe. We need those subscriptions. Yes. Get those subscriptions up. Support the show. We need your support, man. For the freaking Puerto Rican, I am the chosen one. And we are up out of here, baby.
Peace.
Man, I worked so hard, get the team right. Had to put it on